What's up, Tool fam? So NBA star player Jaylen Brown had some things to say after the Boston Celtics Game 7 loss against the Philadelphia 76ers, right? Had some things to say about the refs and also had some things to say about Joel Embiid. Now y'all know on this channel, right, we gonna hit a person up before we even speak and have an opinion on anything, right? So we need to hear him out first, right? That's what we're going to do first. We're going to hear him out, and then we're going to give an opinion on it. Well, I'm going to give an opinion on it. Y'all can leave how y'all feel in the comments. But, yeah, we're going to give our opinion on it and see where he was going with this and what he was actually getting at for real. Let's jump straight into it.
Up 3-1. When Joel Embiid came back, it was an issue. And that's funny because on my stream, they're doing this with all without Embiid. I think personally they may be a little better without Embiid. I'm not sure, but I know they're doing all this. They've been playing well, finding an identity. So for context, I said this maybe a week before we played the Sixers. We'll see if the big fella comes back, but I think they've been doing a good job. Chad, at the time, they were playing really well, and we didn't really get a full look at their team. So it definitely was an adjustment for us. But that's how motherfuckers be watching my stream. That's how Joel Embiid was sitting there at home, motherfucking eating chocolate chip cookies, watching my motherfucking stream. And he's like, you know what? When I come back, I'm going to show these because I ain't never seen him that dominant. He was dominant from a physical standpoint, passing the ball. Obviously, he's...
What was he supposed to do? I mean, come back off an injury, healthy enough to play. I mean, he got to, you gotta play up the part. You know what I'm saying? You get cleared to play, you gotta play up to part. Now, on Joel Embiid part, Joel Embiid played great in Game 6, right? Game 6, he played amazing. They just had nobody that can cover him in the paint, bro. He was just like killing that guy in the paint, bro. And it came to Game 7 and he turned it up a notch. And that's what happens, bro.
Been more athletic in the past, but I give him credit. He came out and he made a difference in this series, no question. He's one of the best bigs in the world, if not the, when healthy. And he's a former MVP. And he came back and changed the series. He was up 3-1 without him. He comes back and we lose, the next three. We lose the next 3 games once he kind of starts figuring it out. If we would have had, a little bit more, if we could bang with him a little bit more personnel-wise and not give him so many easy baskets, it would have been a little different for us. But he came and did what he was supposed to do. He dominated, and we lost. So credit to the 76ers, credit to Joel Embiid. I still think he flopped entirely way too much. Some of y'all don't even know what flopping is in the chat. Like some of y'all clearly don't know basketball. Y'all don't know what flopping is. Flopping is exaggerating contact that's already there. It's not about drawing contact or drawing fouls. Nobody has a problem with drawing fouls. That's a part of the game. Use your brains. That's the thing about this basketball era where y'all have turned y'all brains off and just look at analytics. I have no idea what y'all talking about. Drawing fouls is fine. I don't complain about nobody drawing fouls. Flopping and exaggerating contact is different. It's like when somebody barely touched you and you selling a call to make it seem like you just got shot by 2 police officers. Big difference.
What's such a bad example to use? Like, come on, Jaylen.
Whether you like it, don't like it, your grandma like it, your grandma don't like it, I don't really care. You know what I mean? This is just my...
I 100% agree, though. Flopping has messed basketball all up. All that flopping stuff I be watching, I be like, bro, there's no way the refs is calling this, bro.
Personal opinion on basketball, some of y'all might disagree, but argue with your grandma. Flopping has ruined our game. Joel Embiid is a great player, one of the best bigs in basketball history. Flops. He know it. This ain't breaking news. That's just my opinion. I'm not the only one that had that opinion. Some of y'all gonna be mad about that opinion. And some of y'all could kiss my ass. But once again, shout out to the 76ers. Shout out to Nick Nurse. Shout out to Joel Embiid. Shout out to the Paul George, Maxey. Some great players that are moving forward. So there's no disdain and no hate towards any of those guys. We came out and competed. My team lost, their team won. Simple as that.
Productive and be free on the court. Again, it's
Foul.
Jayson
No
Tatum
call.
Jaylen Brown if they play it right here.
It's crazy this series that I was complaining about officiating, rightfully so, because we were like our team finished dead last at getting calls, and I was vocal about it. I got thrown out some games, and they keep saying like this push off and this stuff like that. You know how many players do that? That is such that's the common play of basketball play. Every player does it. So why are you targeting me? They clearly had an agenda. Like maybe because I spoke and I was critical of the refs in the regular season. So you know how they responded. Like we gonna call every. You're gonna lead the playoffs in offensive fouls. That's how that was the response from the officiating crew. You could clearly tell. And I've actually spoke to some refs and they said it was agenda going into each game. So anytime Jaylen brings his arm up, just from reputation, just call it. Paul George does the same thing. Jalen Brunson does the same thing. Shit, I can go down the list. It's a basketball play, whether y'all believe it or not. You know what I mean?
I don't like that though. Don't throw them boys under the bus cause you done got caught up in your shit. Don't throw them boys under the bus. Don't do that.
I mean, everybody does that when you drive, especially if you got bodies on you. But Philly took advantage of it, and they took advantage of the officiating, and it cost us to some degree. But I've been doing it all regular season, not a problem. And now all of a sudden it's offensive foul every time. You better keep that same energy with everybody else. You know what I mean? And the refs didn't make it no easy. I'm not blaming them, but we had some of my least favorite refs, and I'll say their names. We had some of my least favorite refs in our last 3 games. And I have comments on what I think the agenda is or has been versus myself or versus our team. You know, they find people for speaking the truth. Like it's a few refs. You go look at the official cruises. If I had to like say there's some referees that need to be investigated, like just overall out of all the officiating, we had 3 of them in the last 3 games. We had, you know, at top of my list.
10 points for Paul George on his 30.
If you're gonna call a push off, call that. Same move. Same move. Same refs. Oh, it's nothing? It's a play on, right? It's weird activity. It's the same move, but this is a 3-point play. He makes a 3 right here. If it would have been me, it'd have been an offensive foul. And then people saying I'm stiff arming, I'm Mark Henry, stiff arming people out here, whatever y'all be saying. Like every good basketball player does this. What are y'all talking about? They clearly had an agenda. They clearly had fucking on a red board. If Jaylen does this move, call the offensive foul on him every time. I don't know if it's because I pissed the refs off. I've been critical about them. And I called them out a bunch of times. They were like, you know what, I got you in the playoffs. Watch this. And when you're in the middle of the series, you know, I don't got time to say that because that's a distraction. I'm trying to focus. But now that's over, some bullshit. I've been doing that all regular season. Everybody's been doing it all regular season. You're gonna call that shit on me every time. And y'all don't see it like it's an agenda. It's clearly an agenda. Look at the same move. Same move.
10 points for Paul George.
Boom.
36th birthday.
Step back. Cap. It's the same shit. We got the same trainer. Somebody call Dash right now. I'll call Dash. Right, we got the same trainer. Teach us the same shit. It's a foul on me, but it's a good play on him. Why you think that is? I'll let y'all.
I mean, it's adding up. Like what he's saying makes a lot of sense. Like it's all adding up to me, but it ain't the time to do that though, bro. Like don't throw Paul under the bus because you know what I'm saying. People on your case right now for the things you saying that your team lost, bro. I feel like he should have. Yeah, if you felt that way, he supposed to said this before the game. You saying they knew it was an offensive foul on you before the game was on the boards. Why not say it before the game?
I'll let y'all fill in the blank. We don't even got to talk about that. We got the same trainer. We work on the same shit. But I got 10 offensive fouls, I think more in that series. Why do you think that is? You think somebody made a phone call or somebody said that we're going to call this every time on him? We're not going to call it on nobody else? It's all good. The pass, D. White. Could have been foul. No call. Foul. Look at his arm. It's not even, his hands is not straight up. They don't call this shit, bro. These motherfuckers be on. If that was Embiid, that's a foul. If that's Embiid, he's getting 2 free throws.
I agree.
And what do you mean? That's an and-1. Look at him. Look at him. Number 39, Mr. 4. He was looking right at it. Nothing. No call. I wonder why that is. honestly, this was the most fun season I've ever had in basketball.
Okay.
Personally, like the uncertainty of going into the season, the uncertainty of going into every game, having a fight for every win, did something emotionally, I feel like, for all of us. Like, we became more together. We had to fight, and we had to play with passion every single.
Okay. All right. So let's speak on it. All right. Let's go back to some of the things he was saying and go over it. Right. Okay. My opinion on this is you should have spoke up before the game. Right. You saying before the series even started, you was on the rest board. And everything you did offensively, they was going to call offensive fouls on you. You was going to lead the playoffs in offensive fouls. This should have been said before that, right? That's one thing, right? The next thing, right? Don't throw nobody else under the bus because because it's not, it didn't lead out in your way. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what I'm getting at. It didn't end the way he wanted it to end, right? Of course, he don't want his team to go home, right? You know what I'm saying? But I feel like he's looking for somebody else to blame for their loss, right? It's real plain and simple why they lost. Tatum didn't play. If Jayson Tatum play, Jaylen Tatum play, they win. They win Game 7 to me. But, I mean, the way Tatum was playing the previous series and this series, you would think in your right mind that, okay, he'll be healthy enough to play Game 7. He played in other games this series, did amazing. And you think Game 7 will be no different. He'll at least suck it up, you know, to where he can play Game 7. You know what I'm saying? Bear with the pain just one more time, at least to get us to the next series, bro. You know, either if he had to sit out the first 2 games in the next series against the Knicks, then that would have been fine too. But I don't think he could have went. I don't think Tatum could have went, man. I don't think Tatum could have went. Tatum shouldn't even have played in Game 6, bro. To be honest, he shouldn't even touch the court in 5, 6, 4, 5, or 6, bro. He should have got healthy enough to be able to play Game 7, man. To be able to play Game 7 and make it a series, right? I think if he didn't play, Tatum didn't play from the jump, it would have gave Boston no other choice but to do what they've been doing in the previous series without Tatum, right? It would have gave them no choice but to play as a team without him. Find a way to win without him like they've been doing all year. Find a way. But when he come back, it kind of messed up the rhythm of the team. The points per game kind of went down. I know some of y'all will say that's because of the playoffs, and which makes sense. But in reality, though, it really messes up the team rhythm. You know, when you got guys that played all year, average more minutes than they normally average, that help lead this team to the playoffs, and then you bring Tatum in, and it kind of messes up the rhythm of the team. The team chemistry was just a little bit off, right? That's what I believe happened. That's what I believe happened, man. Because they didn't look the same. They didn't look like the same team, bro. And on top of that, bro, bro, y'all had nobody that can cover Embiid, bro. Like, let's be real, bro. I had a parlay in on that. That man got everything I needed in almost the first half, bro. Rebounds, assists, everything, bro. Let's check out Jaylen Brown stats, though, for this series with the Celtics. I got it pulled up already for y'all before the video even had started. I had got it pulled up here for y'all. So, all right, Game 7. Wait, where is he? Is this Jaylen Brown? Let's see. Is this Jaylen Brown stats or Joel Embiid stats? Joel Embiid stats. All right, Jaylen Brown. All right, let's check this out. Okay, where is he? Okay, this is Jaylen Brown stats, right? Throughout the regular season, he averaged 28.7 points per game. People, that is fourth in the NBA. 6.9 rebounds, 5.1 assists, 47% field goal percentage, 62nd. You know, he's a 6'6" guard, 223 pounds. Pretty big guy, man. Pretty good guy, man. Pretty big guy. Age 29, right? You young, Jaylen. You got time, man. You got time. Okay, so game 7, he had 33 points, 9 rebounds, 4 assists. Okay, played 40 minutes. 44.4 from the field goal. 33.3 from 3. Free throws, 100%. Rebounds, we went over it. 9, assists 4, 3 blocks. Wow. 3 turnovers, 3 personal fouls. All right. Did anybody else contribute to that game other than him? Maybe that's why you guys lost. Maybe that's why you guys lost. And people that watch basketball and don't realize the fact that if Jaylen Brown had some help in game 7, they would have won that series. They would have definitely won that series. But don't blame it on, you know what I'm saying, Joel Embiid flopping. Bro, y'all simply lost because y'all had no help, bro. Y'all lost because y'all had no help, bro. No answer for Embiid. No answer for him. Y'all thought he was more injured than he really was, and then he came back and showed y'all that, yeah, I'm one of the top players in the world still. I'm not as unhealthy as you motherfuckers think. But some of y'all, it ain't digesting in your brain, though. It ain't digesting, bro. He talking about flopping. Shit wasn't because of no flopping, man. Y'all lost because of the exact reason I just said. The exact reason, man. The exact reason I just said, man. He had no help. He had nobody to answer to him. That's what it was on his own team. On his own team, he had 33 points, 9 rebounds, played 40 minutes. 40 minutes. He played the whole damn game. Then on the opposite end, they big 3 played, and they played healthy. And they played as a team. That's why they lost, man. But once again, though, nothing against Jaylen Brown. Jaylen Brown is one hell of a player. An amazing basketball player, bro. Amazing, bro. Nothing but respect for him. I do respect what he said about Embiid. Before he even discussed the flopping, you got to get a man his props. He gave him his credit as a man, as a player. Said he's one of the best players in the world. And, you know, it's just unfortunate how Jaylen Brown had to sit out there alone on the court, basically, to me. Like, I had to play alone, basically. I watched that game 7, and it was like, if it wasn't Jaylen Brown, nobody else was getting nothing done. I feel like he was on the court alone, man. Just sitting on the court alone playing, bro. That's just how I felt about game 7, man. I didn't see no enthusiasm through anybody else on the court but him. I felt like nobody else was ready for that game but him. And that's what happened, man. They lost game 7 just for that reason there. That reason there. It'll do it to you, man. But that's the reaction for the day. Jaylen Brown reacts to losing game 7 against the 76ers. Has some things to say about Embiid and has some things to say about the ref. If you made it this far in the video, you are amazing. Period. Like, ain't no way around it. You are an amazing person. Thank y'all, man. Thank y'all for the previous likes. Thank y'all for the future likes. Until next time, baby, we out.